everyone. This is Duran's Healing, and welcome to tonight's Healing Circle. For those of you who are new here, welcome to my channel where I provide weekly energetic updates for the collective. And as I began to blaze this fire tonight, gather around and contribute your very powerful energy, whether it be a like, a share, subscribe, or comment below to let me know how these messages are showing up in your world. And for those of you who are new here, my name is Duran's Healing, and I provide cowrie shell divination readings. This is an ancient indigenous technology system where I use crystals, stones, bones, and a lot of other assorted items here in conjunction with the 5 elements: the fire, the water, the nature, the earth, and the mineral. And this indigenous technology system allows me to see the energies moving throughout the cosmos. And with that being said, let's jump right into the stones to see what the higher energy has in store for us tonight. And the message that's speaking the loudest is coming from your spirit guides, your ancestor team, or your higher team, and is landing itself in the deepest part of the waters. And it's very interesting to me here how the cowrie shells are piled up. And this sends the message that says you may be dealing with a lot of intense and deep energies that may keep you submerged under, keep you hidden away, processing all of the intricate energies that are surrounding you. You may not even have a specific frame or of reference of why you're being isolated or being submerged in this energy in this way, but all you know is that the energies may be heavy and it may pull you back from the people around you, because I can see the community ring showing up here and it's empty. Like the energies are taking up so much of your space, your energetic space, and you're sorting things out. You're dealing with matters, transforming them, processing them is what I'm seeing here. And it's not necessarily transferring over to community. However, the way you may be showing up is a little bit more reserved. You may not be as communicative at this time. You may not dwell in lengthy conversations or go deep with people as you normally would. It's because you're using that energy for your spiritual body. You turned it in to handle these matters. I'm not particularly sure what it is, but I can see that this energy is impacting the energies closest to you, such as your interpersonal relationships. Yeah, the people closest to you may be feeling that change in your energy. But that's on the top level. That is what is rising above the surface, the interpersonal relationship. And there is a thread of energy surrounding the base of this boat. That's what I'm gathering here in this illustration. It's like the actions that you're taking are not necessarily in terms of people engaging in social events, but the actions your energy has the capacity to take is something a little bit more seamless and effortless, surrounding like energies of wisdom. You may be listening to more podcasts, things that fuel your energy. You're being smart in terms of participating or engaging in things that fuel you the most at this time. It's not like you're even sad. It's just this heaviness that you feel, and the actions that you're taking are in the path directly correlated to things that uplift you, that rise you up, and it seeps you on this second wave of consciousness, submerging you or bridging your connection with something a little bit more deeper. Like you're on this deep path, and there are only certain energies that can understand you right now. This energy of resonance And it's deeply because there's something very particular that can anchor your energy right now. As this boat sits on top, surrounding people, places, and things energetically, it's like this wave of consciousness that you're picking up on keeps you grounded even in the midst of the waters. It's like you're searching for the path that is least resistant. You know, when you engage with people, the likelihood of them pouring or dumping their stories on you are at an all-time high. And right now, due to where this energy has you, you can't handle it, is what I'm sensing here. And you're looking for a path in your journey on this wave of consciousness that grounds you like an anchor. And I can see it show up here in this illustration because we're going back deep again. I knew we were going to have a deep reading in the waters. But it swings just like the base of an anchor, like a pendulum swinging from right to left. And at the base or at the center is your authenticity stone and your personal medicine stone. It's like there's something in you that's trying to maintain your frequency. Like, you know who you are at your core. And who you are at your core comes with depth, comes with an intricate layer that grounds you. Like, you can thrive in the deepest part of the water. You have gills, you can breathe here. But as you're submerged energetically underneath the waters, you're looking at your gift. You're looking at what you're here to do. You're looking at your purpose. That is what your energy is focused in on, or that is what is grounding your energy, anchoring you down here at the deepest part of the water. The gift that you have is one of healing and one that goes with the flow. But the caveat here is that the personal medicine stone doesn't necessarily tell me what your gift is. It tells me the association of it by way of the elements it is attached to. So I can tell you that your gift goes with the flow of things. However, the dispensation of it and the revealing or the unveiling of your gift can only happen when you show up in community, when you show up around people. And you're not necessarily there yet, but where you are is underwater. You're going with the flow, and that is why the energy from the right and to the left of this anchor is your Peru stone and your sophistication stone here. Very interesting. And what I'm downloading in this unique cluster of stones is that understanding your gift and the capacity that it has, it comes with a lot and you're sensing it. And you know this. And on one end is providing you with a level of spiritual and energetic protection, because as you immerse yourself into processing heavy energies moving throughout the cosmos, I can see some of you going down memory lane, overthinking or spinning your wheel about things that have happened to you or encounters where your gift has popped up or expressed itself, making you think about all the times where you called in answer to the question and how you were right, how you did not second guess yourself and it landed you in the proper place. And this is doing something healing to your spirit right now. It's doing wonders because it's allowing you to see how to trust your intuitive guidance. And sometimes when you're heavily populated by people and engaging in their world, it's hard for you to see what your gift is and how it shows up in community. But something about you being submerged under this heavy energy is causing you to see all the times where your gift have revealed itself. That is what this energy or this thread of consciousness is speaking to. Not only that, as it swings to the left, it swings to your sophistication, the genius part of your energies. But the two stones that are connected here are showing belly down. It's almost as if the action that is needed to reveal your genius. You don't have the capacity to reveal it right now. I can see you're under this cloth or this heavy cloak of processing energy, and it's not activating this current thread of consciousness surrounding your sophistication, but this time lapse that's taking you down memory lane is very active. I don't know what this is about, but what I would like to do is pull some cards to gain a little bit more insight. I can see one end, but I'm very interested to see about this sophistication or this genius once this energy flows over. What is this sophistication and personal medicine stone about here for the collective? The cards that came out in terms of this sophistication stone or this pendulum that is swinging to the left were longing to be loved, separation, understanding the circumstance, healing inner child, manifestation, and sun. And what I'm downloading here is that there's something in your energy. I can see the other half playing a part in this download. You going down memory lane or seeing all the times where you were a little bit more social, where you were a little bit more engaged with the community around you. However, this heavy energy or this thickness that you're processing has separated you from people closest to you, separated you from who you used to be. But the truth of the matter here is that you're yearning for this connectivity. However, your energy is requiring it on a more deeper level. You being loved and participated with on this deeper level, not on just the surface level. And something in your energy knows this. Your spirit knows or understands the circumstance. And a part of you being submerged has to do with you healing the inner child, healing parts of you that you did not even know needed to be healed. But the energies in the cosmos are moving this pendulum, moving this anchor deeper, deeper down to the depths of your energy so you can work out all of these barriers or all of these challenges that you encountered as a child that you did not know you needed to heal. And something about this is manifesting in your world. That is the sophistication. It has not popped up just yet for some of you. What I'm sensing here is that there's going to be something from your inner child or something happening, a part of your story that will rise up, that will manifest itself, that will reveal itself to you to let you know that this is what you did not see. This is a part of your wounding that you failed to account for. It was your blind side. And this wavelength or this anchor is allowing you the opportunity to get down to the nitty gritty. That's why you're submerged in this way, and your sophistication is kicking in as a source of intelligence, surveillancing like an x-ray over your energetic body, seeing the wounds or seeing the brokenness in you, to connect or to merge itself with this current thread of consciousness to highlight. Just like the sun revealing the shadows, the sun revealing the heat, it will let you know what it is once you connect with it. It's about timing. It's about it synchronizing with the right frequency to pop up, to expand itself out. This is a very sophisticated stone. There is a genius in it. And the fact that it's in the waters, waiting to be activated, I can see that it's still surveillancing your body. You may hear ripples of it in the world around you. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it will spawn up in your world, letting you know about something that you did not know was hidden. Buried deep within you that you have to address. It will rise up just like the sun. That is what this energy is about. I can tell that you guys are working through some very deep and intricate processes in your world with this thread of consciousness here. Submerged underneath the waters, energetically doing some very heavy lifting is what I'm downloading here. But quite uniquely, I'm going to go back up to the top layer for a bit and look at this boat. And inside this boat, to my analogy, was the social part of you. Your social circle, the people that you normally would engage with that you probably haven't interacted with for quite some time, due to what you're dealing with energetically. Some people may be trying to reach out to you. You may be getting some messages from people asking you how you are, just checking in on you. I can see that showing up in your world. Because the truth of the matter here is the creativity ring is the nose of this boat. It's like your creative energy, your frequency is what's guiding the ship, and people are following you energetically, and they're wondering where that spark is in their world. They're missing your frequency. They're missing this creative expression that you carry. And there's something also that I'm picking up on here is that as you're submerged in this water, it's like you know that people are leaning on you more than you expected, more than you even accounted for. And this is also a piece of the heaviness for some of you, a part of that weight that you may be feeling. If you don't show up, people are going to feel your absence. But it's that creativeness, it's that frequency that you embody that is the cutting edge of this paradigm energetically. That's what this energy is about. And you're guiding this ship, but you're still moving it, but not in the way that you did before. This energy is really transforming you, healing you on a very profound level, transforming you in ways that you did not even imagine. You may have encountered change and transformation in your world, but not like this. Not this type of heaviness in this way. Even when you look back, for some of you going through old photos or your memory bank that this thread of energy was speaking to, it's like you were always present. You was always there. But something in this energy is serious. It's letting you know you hold a very pivotal position in the current consciousness or the current paradigm that you live in. And whatever you do and the decision you make will have a great impact on the people around you. You can already start to see that. And something about this is making you think about how you're going to maneuver yourself moving forward. Not only are you processing heavy energies, it's also like you're processing how to move forward in this knowing, in this intuitive guidance that you're gathering, being responsible with your energy. And it's almost like this weight, this obstacle is appearing as if you can't release the magic in you right now. It's because the obstacle is showing up here, sitting next to your earth stone. Because the doll that's representing you is showing up, face up, trying to make sense of things. And at your head is your path of clarity. Even in going through all of this, it's like you're still thinking about the fulfillment of your mission, thinking about your purpose, thinking about this new and improved identity that will blossom once you make your way out. But the magic in this is the wisdom that you're gathering, transforming it, transmuting it, and being responsible enough with yourself to make the right choices. And as you think yourself through all of this, there's something wisdom there's a little birdie on your ear giving you a droplet of wisdom to say, go within. A part of you processing this energy is not in your mind alone. It has everything to do with lending your body to the spirit. It's about you spreading out this energy, this very heavy energy that you're processing throughout your energetic body and not leaving it in your head, overthinking yourself, spinning your wheels over and over again about the same thing. That is probably why the obstacle is appearing here. And I would like to pull some cards on this obstacle because everything is here for your benefit. You're processing energies in a very fruitful way. It's quite powerful. It's profound. You're doing heavy work in transmuting this energy to kind of like catapult or to leap, cosmically leap yourself ahead, thinking about the path and the flow least resistant to keep people moving in a positive direction because you know they're leaning on you. They're leaning on your creative expression. But as you overthink yourself on these different paths, trying to maneuver yourself energetically, surrounding your energy, being so transformed at this time, I can see it. You're trying to make sense of it, but also express yourself out or express this energy out. But you're coming up against a mental blockage. You're coming up against something here in terms of how to properly organize yourself. What is that? I'm not sure, but I would like to pull some cards here to see what this obstacle is about that is looping over your headspace at this time. What is this obstacle about for the collective? And the cards that came out in terms of this obstacle were free will, take care of yourself, nothing is impossible, wizard, fired up, and within this dimension. And what I'm downloading here is that you may be coming up against your own free will. You can do whatever you decide to do. However, in this moment, because you're dealing with so many intricate energies, it's very important that you take care of yourself. Take care of your energetic body. Do what's in the best interest of your spiritual container, because the truth of the matter here is that yes, you know that nothing is impossible. Yes, you know you can transform and transmute all of these energies around you, and that is what's really firing you up right now. You can take off in this dimension and blaze all of these energies that you're feeling out. However, the energies around you are halting you to say there's something more important than meeting the demands of the energies and peoples around you, and that is yourself. Being a spiritual leader and a wizard of this capacity requires you to tend to yourself. You know what your container carries right now, and I can see very clearly here in the stones for some of you, you're processing a lot. There's a lot of energies moving through you, and if you unleash this energy out, the world will feel you for sure. You will fire people up around you, but you will be greatly depleted after. Greatly depleted, trying to rear up your energy all again, and you will go right back into this space. Processing energies, processing emotions, processing the very same thing you left out of. So in order to help you with this obstacle that may be presenting in your mental, having to refrain from engaging with people, this delaying this instant gratification of what you know will satisfy your energy. However, there's a deeper mission here. You've never been in this territory before. The depths of this energy, at the length that these shells are moving, I can tell that this is new territory for you, holding you into a space for such a long time. But what you will find is that it's cultivating a new version of yourself, a new version that can hold the very paradigm that you live in, ushering this boat into the right direction, steering them into a place that you just came out of. You have to be ahead of the game. You have to be 10 steps forward, and the energies are moving you in that direction. I know it's daunting for some of you. I know this energy may be making you spin your wheel over and over again, and you want to just get out of it and go back into the paradigm and have a sense of solace, a sense of camaraderie with the very people you're closest to. However, the wizard in you is rising. A new version in this day and age, equipping you to handle the latter part of your life. The reason why it's taken so long is because this energy is fortifying you in a different way, because wizard came out. I know a magician when I see one. I know the spiritual school system when I see it. You're underneath a different set of curriculum. You're in a different school of thought, a school of training right now. And people on the outside may not understand where your energy is taking you. However, what you're dealing with is something very admirable. And when you come out of it, you will truly understand why you're going through what you're dealing with right now. The obstacle is keeping the pressure on you so that you don't escape, so that you don't rush out prematurely without going full circle in this energy, gaining all that you need to get, fueling you up in the proper way. It's not fueling you up where you came from. It's fueling you up for what you're becoming. That is what this obstacle is about. Keeping that pressure down on you so you can stay focused, stay in this container, because it's really truly fortifying your identity. That's what's changing right now. The way you are, your energy. You're going to come out of this anew, new and approved, pulling out all these wounds that you've healed from. And quite beautifully, you've compartmentalized it very well. You've maintained this energy, not letting people know the depth of the challenges that you're truly going through by being submerged under this heavy energy that you're processing. But things are changing and things are also moving. And I know you probably want to get out of this energy. However, there are things that are also shifting, because I can see it here. Once you come out of this fold, radical changes will be presented in this world, in your frequency. Not only will you shed old skin, when people come in contact with you, they will view you like a completely different person. They will know that you have changed, but they don't know that you have changed for the better. Also, I can see your work changing. Also, the issues in your world that you grappled with, that you struggled with. This new and improved version will have a different perspective about issues that you formerly struggled with. You will not struggle with it anymore, because your insight will have a different view on the situation. Your insight surrounding your work, you will have a different vision. That is what's changing. Surrounding your purpose, I can see it here. But you have to go through this energies and these obstacles as the energies keep you submerged. But the transference or the blossoming of who you are becoming. Because this change is so profound, it will make you be a new version of yourself, period. Very interesting message that I'm picking up in the cars and in the stones. Thank you all for joining me and being here in tonight's healing circle. And if you stayed thus far with me in this very complex reading, please be sure to like, share, subscribe, or comment below to let me know how these messages are showing up in your world. And with that being said, I would like to pull some cards to see what higher message or what other messages the higher energy would like for me to convey with the collective at this time. What other messages the higher energy would like for me to convey with the collective? And in terms of the higher message, the cards that came out were Ancient Mathematics, Quest for Clarity, Absolute, Redemption, Stories to Share, and Inspired. And what I'm downloading here in terms of this higher message is there's something very intricate about your energy that knows the intimacy of the energies around you. It's very profound what I'm seeing here. It's like you can pick up on very sensitive signs, messages, and cues. And the question is about the questions that you ask. Because it's about your understanding, your quest for clarity, your willingness to seek out answer to calm your psyche. Because the truth of the matter here is that you are indeed a very blessed individual. And you have to look at blessings other than materialistic gains. Blessings is more about the state of the soul, where your psyche sits in comfort. And this is where you're at the absolute purest version of yourself. What I'm getting here, I'm getting a download, something about your energy and you trying to maintain the purity of it, silencing the noise, quieting distractions, or you putting up blinders to any given thing around you creates this absolute energy or this pure energy. Ground zero is what I'm seeing, the number 0. Something in your energy knows how to get to the purest frequency of your energy. And being that you know how to do this at this time, at this current space, you connecting with the energies around you is allowing you to have a redemptive story. It's because you're healing. It's because you're clearing out certain spaces. It's because you're connected to the energies around you, and it's allowing you the knowledge to move differently, to move better, to move smarter, spiritually. And you're doing things differently. But what I'm sensing here in this download is that you're making corrective actions with yourself, with your energies, doing things the proper way that's in alignment with your frequency. And by doing this, it's like you're connecting to this abundance, this fruitfulness in the story that you're able to share of how you got here, of how you got to this point. No way did you come out of the things that you have came through and you made it here, to this place of peace, to this place of comfort, to this pure side of yourself with all these hurdles and challenges surrounding you. Oh, if people knew. You don't even share most of it. I can see that. What I'm getting is the stories you share are almost like what people can handle. You have made it to the point and made it past so much of your history that you're able to articulate new stories, new versions of what you have gone through. And it's deeply inspiring, not only to you, but to people around you. If you even gather the courage to tell people where you began to this absolute zero where you are now, there will be so much contrast and who you were to who you are now that you will not have the time to share all of it. But I can see that this is your way to relate to people. This is your ability energetically to connect with the community around you. And the inspiration is coming from the other world. It's this fire within you, the energy to be able to utter the words with the level of intensity that you feel is because of the truth. It is the truth that you share. But the potency or this push is because of this redemptive factor here. This is what's grounding you in the earth. This is what's grounding you in the paradigm. It's the fact that you get to tell your own story. You get to reclaim your time. And no one else get to narrate it for you. No one else get to tell you how your story is told. And the beautifulness, the beauty in all of this is the fact that your story isn't over. It is written for you to be able to communicate what it is that you've been through, where it is that you came from, and who you're becoming. That's your clarity. That is where you're headed. And this is a message from the higher energy, you guys. Very inspirational message that I gather here right at the end of this read. Thank you all for joining me in tonight's healing circle. Thank you all for blazing this fire with me tonight. And with that being said, I'm going to take this time to come down and close out tonight's healing circle. And I will see you all at the next